All right. So I welcome you to this video coaching. This is a video training on how to quickly design a business website for yourself. Now, a website, not necessarily just a business website. You can be looking at designing a blog. So it's just going to be a very quick video. That will give you step by step how you can set up a professional looking website. Something like this, like you have here, something like this. All right, something like this. Now, to set up a professional website, there are a few things you need, which I want to just quickly touch about this, so we can go straight into the design and how you can quickly set up. You need a domain name. A domain name is something that represents your business online. So something like this, like when you do zeroooz.com. All right. So by the way, my name is Jeremiah. My name is Jeremiah Odeni. All right. So when you do Jeremiah, so zeroooz.com represents my domain name. All right, so that is a domain name. A domain name is something that represents a business or an entity online. So you have a .com, a .org, a .ng, and so on and so forth. All right, that is a domain name. So you need a domain name. And the next thing you need also is hosting. All right, you need an hosting. The essence of an hosting is so that all your website content, as you have it here, will have a space in the cloud where it can be stored. Basically, that is what hosting is. All right, all your emails, all your files, you have to have a space on the web, on the cloud, that it can be stored. All right, so I advise you can buy your hosting here. This is my own business. All right, this is one of the businesses that I run online. All right, you can buy your hosting here. I encourage you to buy your hosting here. All right, we currently offer .com, .net, .org, and .info. And zeroooz is a different kind of hosting company like you experience in Nigeria. I had to set up my own hosting company after several experiences I had with hosting companies in Nigeria. As much as I still register domains with them, but I manage my hosting from my own cloud hosting service, which is hosted in the US. All right, so you can buy your hosting from me, and they come at a very affordable price on a monthly plan, and you can advise to do yearly. Monthly plan, the easiest one is about $450 per month. Another one which I recommend, business, which is the most popular, you can do $800 per month. So this boils down to, depending when you calculate it per year. All right, you can then work as you, based on your pockets. All right, basically. So that's how it is. You go to zeroooz.com, buy your domain name, buy your hosting. When you go through all the process and you secured your domain name and hosting, all right, you will have an access, a username and password. This is one of my accounts with zeroooz. All right, so when I log in, you have access to your services. All right, under services, you will see your one of your hosting accounts. All right, so when you click on it, you then click on your login to go to your cPanel. Now, this is an example of your cPanel. So what do you want to do? Your cPanel is just same thing as control panel. So this is where you create your email addresses, you upload files to the server. Look at it here. You can create email addresses, you can upload cloud files to the server, you can do SSL, and you can do all sort of things. But for the focus of this training, which I want to quickly dive into, we are doing website design, and I recommend you use WordPress, because WordPress is a easy to use tool, drag and drop, easy to click. And just to prove to you, WordPress is very powerful. WordPress currently powers over 31% of the entire websites in the world, and if you don't know, the amount of websites in the world is in billions. All right, is in billions. All right, so WordPress is very powerful. So from your control panel, you can install your WordPress easily. All you need to just do is scroll down and come to where you have top applications. Just click on WordPress. All right, it will take you through the process, and you look at and you do install now. All right, so it will ask you which domain do you want to install at. I already have a working website on this. So if I have series of domain, I can just install it on any of the domains, and all I need to just do is just fill all this information, set a password, put an email address that is working, and that is it. And I will install. All right, and it will install for me. Basically, that's exactly how it is. And the moment it's installed, you will get a welcome notification. All right, and it will tell you to log into your website, and you can go through the process like that. So let me just quickly show you what WordPress is and the power, like I said. So it's which is what I've been showing you today. I'll be guiding you step by step. So I'll take it from here that you've gotten your domain name, which I recommend you buy from zeroooz, and you've gotten your hosting. It's as simple as you just searching a domain name here. Alright, it's as simple as checking a domain name here, and when you search, it's going to tell you if it's available or not. Alright, it's going to do the search for you and come back to tell you if it's available or not. Alright, it's as simple as just doing a search. Alright, congratulations, is available. Do I want to buy it? All I just do is just continue. Alright, and that's it. I want to add hosting. You will want to add hosting because your hosting is where your website will be stored. So you can choose any of these plans. So let's say you are going with this plan and you want to continue because this is the domain name you want to go for. This can be your business domain name, it can be anything. Alright, so basically you want to choose, I recommend just go for a yearly plan, which is easier, but if you want to do monthly, you have to be paying every month, and if you want to do quarterly, 3 months is all fine. So that's just it. You just have to continue until you get to payment and all that. Alright, you get a payment and you make payments. Alright, since I'm already a registered account, that's why this is the way it is, and you make payments. It's as simple as that. Alright, so let's say you've completed your installation, everything is installed for you. Now, how do you access your WordPress website, which is what I'm going to show you. So I'll be showing you everything from a business website that I'm about to build. So I want to show you the process I go through. I have pre-planned what I want to design for the person. I'll just take you step by step. So this is how you access your WordPress installation. You just do wp-admin. Alright, when you do it, ideally it should tell you to enter your username and password, but for this account I am already logged in. Alright, because when you were doing the installation for this, you have set a username and password. Let me show you again. Alright, you have set a username and password. Listen here. You have set a username and password, and you have added, please make sure you put a working email address here. It's very, very key. You can uncheck all this plugins. You will install all the plugins you need, which I'm going to show you shortly. Alright, basically when you do all the installation, it will install automatically for you. You put a title for your business or your website, you put anything you want to put, the description and stuff like that. So the next thing you want to do is you want to log into the back end of your website. Alright, which is where you want to do all the customizations. Alright, so how to access your back end of your website is you go to your domain name. Let's say the domain is, so I'm using this domain as all the demonstrations that I'm going to go through is accountant.ng. So what I want to do is I'll do -admin. Alright, when I do -admin, ideally it should take me to a username and password, but because I am already logged in, alright, so you just need to log in with your username and password, and that's it. So you have an environment like this. So the moment you have an environment like this, the first few things you need to quickly do, first is you want to install your theme. So you go to your appearance, alright, and you do themes. I have set up the theme I want to use for this website, but I can also tell you how to get it. So I'm using this theme. It's called Ocean WP. Alright, it's a very good theme for the page builder plugin I'll be using. So I'll be telling you more about that shortly. Alright, I'm just updating because I noticed it needs update. So all you need to do is just go to add new theme. Alright, and you then do all you need to just do is just search for Ocean WP. Alright, Ocean WP, it will come out. And the truth is you can also install any type of theme. Alright, if I come out of it here, you will see all arrays of themes that you can use. So a theme is basically a framework. It gives you something to work with. Alright, so you can then design your website and model it like that. If you look at this now, if I just do a preview, alright, to show you the layout. If this is the kind of website you want, this is a blog kind of site. If you just install it and you customize it, which is the customization I'll be showing you right now. It is so easy and so straightforward. Now your theme is installed. The next thing you want to install, alright, is your plugin. Alright, the next thing you want to install is your plugin. So what is a plugin? A plugin basically is an extension of your WordPress installation. So let's say you want to have a Facebook widget, a Facebook stuff displaying on your website. You can go and add a plugin for a Facebook. Let's say you want a price converter. So plugin is just like an added thing you add to your website. So based on what you want to do, you can add different type of plugin. And there are so many free plugins, so there are also paid plugins. The same thing with themes. There are a lot of paid themes, there are a lot of free themes. All right. So for some of the things you'll be doing, we'll be using free themes, and some will be using paid plugins. All right. Basically, but for your demonstration, the demonstration is going to cover basically free stuff that you can quickly use. All right. So I'll just go straight to add a new plugin. All right. Adding a new plugin, the few plugins I want to add that will help me achieve what I want to achieve is one of it is called Elementor. Elementor is a professional page builder. All right. I already have it installed. You can see here. All you need to just search for it and you install it. You will see a button here that will tell you install something similar to this. You just install and activate, and that is it. You have it installed. But because and that's it. That's all you need. That's the page builder. I have told you the theme you need, which is Ocean WP, and you also need to install this plugin. All right. So that said, and you've taken care of that, you've installed your theme and you've installed your plugin. The next thing you want to do is to go to your settings and do some basic general settings. Basically, these general settings are what is the name of your website, that's the title, what is the payoff line, I have entered it for this business, and how do you want to access your website. You enter your website URL if you have SSL, and by the way, zeroooz give you a free SSL. All right, zeroooz, if you buy hosting from zeroooz, you will get a free SSL. You will get a free SSL if you buy your hosting with zeroooz. You get a free SSL. SSL is a security certificate that indicates that your website is secure online. Right, so that's by the way. So I will put in my email address, put in everything that I need to, and I'll do save. The next thing you also want to do is permalinks. All right, permalinks is to tell you how do you want your website to display. By default, if you don't change it, it will come to plain like this. But you want your website to show you something like, let's say, accountant.ng/home, accountant.ng/contact us, accountant.ng/services. All right, so that is why you need to leave it at post name. All right, so you do that and you save. All right, so what else do you need to do at settings? For now, let's just leave it at that. We will come back to it when we need to do other things. So what is the next thing that we need to do? The next thing we need to do, we need to create our pages. All right, so for this business, I am looking at creating few pages. So I'll start creating the pages. So this is how you create pages. You click on page and you do add new. All right, you click on add new. The first one I want to do is the home page. So I want to call the home page accountant.ng. All right, that's what I want to call it, accountant.ng. That's what I want to call the home page. All right, so the next thing I want to do is, now because my home page, the way I want to design it, I want to go with because of the way I want to design, I want to go with full width. I'll go with full width 100%. I don't want an header. All right, just follow me, you will get it along. I don't want a title, sorry, I don't want a title. Next I'll just do publish. That is that. All right, I'll do publish. All right, I will do publish. All right, so that's that. It is created. This page is created. The next page I want to do is I want to create another page for about me. That's the about page for this business. So the same thing I want to do, I want to leave it at default template. I want to leave it at full width 100%, and I want to remove title. All right, display page title, and I want to publish. All right, another page I want to create is the all right, so the other page I want to create is the contact page. All right, the contact page, all right. This is network, you will come across things like this. All right, so just you will always kill it, you overcome it. So you want to create the contact page, so it can be contact me or contact us. So let me just leave it at contact. So I will leave it the same thing I want to do, and leave it at full width. Alright, and then I'll publish. Alright, so as it is, I've created the pages. There are more pages I want to create. Which is this is it. So it's created. There are more pages I want to create, but we will be doing that as we move along. So let's go straight to the home page. How do we design the home page? So we go straight to our page. I already have a concept of a design. Alright, but one other thing I quickly want to do before I go straight to the home page, I also want to show you something that you need to quickly do to customize the look and feel of your website. That thing is when you go to themes, theme, remember we installed a particular theme, which is Ocean WP. So when I click on theme panel, alright, when I click on theme panel, it gives me a very quick way to quickly customize my website. Alright, so one is telling me I can quickly upload a logo. I have uploaded the logo I needed for this website though, so let me just show you how to go about it. It's saying I can quickly add a favicon. A favicon is something like this, which I have added. It's something like this, something like this. It signifies your brand. It's something like this, it's something like this, it's something like this. Alright, that's what a favicon is. Alright, so this is the logo. This is showing me how to customize the logo. So I have launched. So this is where you do all the basic customization. So I have done it. You can do it for your own business. This is where you go and choose your primary color. What are the type of colors you want to use? This is where you go and choose your primary fonts. What are the type of fonts you want to use on the website? This is where you customize the top bar. This is where you customize the header. This is where you customize your widgets. This is where you customize the bottom widget. Alright, all these things are easy. They are straightforward, but if you have issues, you can call me. You can call my number. Alright, you can call me and I can guide you on some of these things. Alright, so let me just quickly show you. Alright, this is where all you need to just do, if it's default, you will not have anything here. You just need to just upload a logo. Alright, you just need to upload a logo and that's it, and you publish. Any change you do, you publish. You also want to set it for your mobile responsiveness too. You also want to take care of that. You want to make sure mobile responsiveness is taken care of. Alright, you want to make sure mobile responsiveness is taken care of. Alright, you want to be sure that it's mobile responsive. I'm saying that I need to fix. Alright, basically that's all you want to do. Alright, you want to also, and you make sure you save. Alright, you make sure you save any of your changes. Alright, that's about that. You make sure you save any of your changes. Alright, you make sure you save any of your changes. Alright, make sure you save any of your changes. Alright, make sure you save any and all of your changes. Alright, that is very, very key. Alright, so basically that's about uploading a logo and things like that. I was just trying to just see the menu. See, so basically the next one is favicon. This is it. You just change, you upload. It's as simple as that, and you publish. It's as simple as that. So I just wanted to quickly show you how you can quickly customize the theme to reflect your own color. So because for this website I'm going with a touch of green, black, white and things like that. So back to it. So first, now, which is the first thing you want to do? You want to design your web home page. And the moment you can design your home page, because the same method you use in designing your home page is how you are going to design every part of the page, every part of the pages. You've seen how to create pages, so it's the same way. So now I will just click on edit. I'll click on edit. Alright, now because I have installed a page builder is a tool that you can use instead of writing code, instead of typing or stuff. You can just use that tool to do your mock-up design. and you can, it's a drag and drop tool. Let me just put it like that. It's as simple as that. Drag and drop. It just has to do with your creativity and your imagination. You can, okay, so you click on the Elementor button, as I've done, and should take you straight to the drag and drop page builder. So this is what we have on our page. All right, okay, so this is the home page that we've set up based on the custom settings that we selected. All right, these are the pages we created. I'll show you how to structure the menu shortly, and don't worry about this breadcrumb. It's just, I don't know why it's showing, because if I go to the home page on the website, all right, you will not see it here. All right, it is until you turn it to a mobile view that you will see, which is based on what we've set before. All right, so don't worry about that. We'll take care of that shortly. All right, so the next thing I want to do is, okay, so for this website, I want to do a very, just follow me along. This is not a, this is just for you to know how it's done. So the next thing I'll do, I want to choose a, just follow me along. So I might not be saying so much, just follow along what I'm doing. All right, I want to choose an image, so I need to upload the image I want to use. I've created the image, so I should be able to just use it. Alright, it's coming up. Alright, so I quickly did the image optimization. This was the one I uploaded before. It's about 1 MB in size. It will make the site load slow, so I optimized it to about less than 300 KB. Alright, so I'm selecting this image and I select. Alright, so what I then want to do is I want to make provision attachment. I want to make it fixed. I want to no repeat. I want the size to be cover. Alright, so what else do I want to do? Expand this layout. I want to have it to set to minimum height for about let's say 670. Alright, so I want the content to be in the middle. Alright, so now the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to add okay, so the next thing I want to add is I want to add columns. What else I want to add? I want to add a title. Also want to add another header type. So not here. Let's follow along with me. And I want to add a button. Okay, so let me just quickly customize. I think I have prepared the content I want to use for this website. So let me make you white for now. And let me give the size of about, let me give you 40. And just counting for small business, alright? Okay. Just follow along with me. And I want to give it a double border. I'm going to give it 3. I'm going to give it a color of white as well. Go back. Basically, you know, you must have thought about how you want to do your website. Alright, so this is just from what I intend doing for this particular business. All right, and this can also be your business. The person is kind of like wordy, so if you want to introduce line breaks, what you can do is just to introduce a BR tag. This is nothing. This is just one of those things you pick up if you truly learn how to design websites. So I'll leave it at white again, and then this time I want to give it a size of about, let me give it a size of about 20. Okay, let me give it 23. Alright. Okay, I think I'm getting what I want. Okay, the next thing I want to do, I want to add this small text. Alright. Can add this small text to this guy here. Can just add it here for the purpose of what we are doing. So I just had these BR tags. Alright, freelance chartered accountant and a certified Sage Business Cloud accounting advisor. You can outsource your accounting services. Okay, basically that's what it is. Okay, alright, I want to add a button here, and this button I want it to be, oops, hope you didn't see that. Okay, I need to edit it out. Okay, what else I want to do is I want to add this here. I want them to learn more, but with the learn more button I want to add an icon, an arrow icon, I want to put it after. Basically now you get the idea. It's a drag and drop, and you get the idea. Just for this button I'll make this red, not totally red. Alright, I'll make the hover gray, like it like that, and I want to make the border just solid, and I'll make it 3 as well, but this time I want to make the border color white. Alright, now one other thing I want to do is I want to do a border radius. I want it to be like a circle. Alright, so I want it to be like a circle where they can learn more. Alright, what else can I do? I can go and just increase the typo size to about 18 where they can learn more. So basically I can say this is the first thing you see when you get to the website. Alright, this is the first thing you see on the home page. Alright, so I think I've done a good job. Let me see if I can as well add some alright, so let's just leave it like that and just move on. Okay, so I want to go ahead and as you can see we have a good effect with the first thing we'll see on the home page. So let's just try to look at what we've done. That's how it looks so far. Alright, let's load in. Okay, yes, these changes have not been saved. think there was a mistake that was made. All right, this about page was what we were designing. All right, so alright, so I'm doing this because I noticed that we wrongly set up about page for home page. So what I did was to export what was designed in the about page and push it down to the home page. So basically that's what I did. So if I go back to the home page now, I should have this design. Okay, fantastic. So basically that's that as far as this. The next thing I want to do is I want to add something like a quote. All right, so the way to do that is just look for a widget that is a quote. There's a quote widget. If I just type something like quote, like quotation, all right, a quote. So I'll drag it here. Now you see I clicked on a new box. That's how I have it. So I want to make it like a 800 wide box. So I want to let it have like 100 all around, and I want it to have a background. I want it to have a background for now. No, let's just continue. I just want to show you how these things are done. At least you will see how different pages are done and how different things are done on the website. All right. Okay, so the next thing, I think this person has a quote. Okay, this one is what I want to copy. Okay, so copy here. Basically, you can see how easy these things are. Alright? You can see how easy these things are. The only thing that is left for me now is just customize it. Alright? That's the next thing I need to do. It's just to customize this thing, give it a color, give it something, and make it nice. Let's say I have the account as the Twitter account. Alright. What I need to then do is just go to, and then make big text green. Make the typo. I can give it a weight of let's say 600. Let me give it 18. Alright. What else? What else? What else? What else? The author. Can leave the author to be black. And typo, can just give it 20. Alright, let me go back to this guy and just give it a more bigger. I think box of 800 is not ideal. Let's just leave it as this, and also leave it this at 50 and leave the top at 100. Alright, so this is the next thing you will see when you enter the website after the home page. So don't let your business go ahead of the financial side of it. Don't let your business get ahead of the financial. Okay, Okay, so basically this is what the person sent. All right, so what else do I want to add? Okay, the next thing I want to do for this home page before I move to some other things is I want to build a services. Alright, because it's a personified business, so I want to just build something very quick. So I'll do another section. This time around I want to add, okay, this section I want it to have a background, but I'm not sure which background I want to use right now. Let me just see if I can get a placeholder image from images I've uploaded before. Okay, let me just leave it like this. Alright, so I'll give it a minimum height of let's say 400 is not bad. Or let me just leave it at 300. Minimum height of 300. I want it to be in the middle. What else? I want this to be cover, and I don't want a repeat. I also want it to be fixed. Alright, so basically you can see how easy it is to design. So what I want to add there is our services. Let me just add services. Alright, let me centralize it. This time around, let me see what color will be fit for this. Is black okay, or should I just do green? First, let me, so you can see it's easy. You can easily choose another font. Let's say I want to go with this, or I want to go with another font. Depending, it's all about what you want to do. All right. So just you go with, and you give it a size. Let's say you want to give it a 70. You want to be services. So this is going to then have the array of services that is being offered. Now if I want this, I can make this image have an overlay background so that the text can come out nicely. I can make it have an overlay background of a shade of gray. So I think I can then turn this to a white. Alright, so it can be a white. Alright, so I think I am good with this so far. Basically it's all up to you. You can, now I know for a fact this person has about 3 services. Alright, so what I want to then, that was why let me just show you what I did here. I had a section of about 3 columns. Alright, so what I want to then do is in each I want to add an image. I want to add a title. I want to add a small body of text. Alright, so that's what is going to go across each. And I also want to add a button for each, and basically that's it. So the first one I think is accounting service, which is this. I think I have optimized the image so that I can have a more lighter image. Alright, so that's that. So we just copy the heading for the services. Basically when you are designing website like this, you'll have laid out and determine what it is that you want to do. All right, has services that he has laid out. Okay, so the first one is small business accounting, so I'll just add it here. Small business, I will centralize it. I want to make it green. Alright, small business accounting, and I just want to give it a 20, a size of 20. I think that is fine. So I'll copy a small part of just the first paragraph. Man, this is long. This is long. But basically, you understand what I'm trying to do. So and then I'll come to style, make it black. I can give it a font of 17. This is too long. Ideally, you won't want to have this kind of thing. And this button, I just want to quickly show you some other things you can do. As it is right now, I can duplicate this button. All I need to just do is just drag it there. So I don't have to so various elements on what you are designing, you can duplicate them. Alright, so I don't need to have to do all this again. So all I can just then do is I can duplicate this as well. Sorry, I can duplicate this entire section as well. So as you can see, so I can just delete this. You can see I already can duplicate this as well. So I just know all the things I want are intact and they have the template design that I want. So what I want to do for this, I'll just go ahead, upload the image. I think the next business that it does is cloud accounting. Upload the image, and I will get the heading for it. I will properly fine-tune this, but just because I want to show you how to quickly do this, so that's why it is alright. So we have it as that, and the text, I can just copy the first paragraph as well, and I can have it there. I can have it here. Alright, I can have it here. So this other one, I can then do the same for this. Do the same, copy this, change it, change this to upload the image I have designed for it. And that's basically, as you can see, all this is done. Okay, all I need to then do is let me just copy the first paragraph for it. Basically, you want this to be short so they can click more on info. So I will ensure I streamline this content when I'm designing it too. So basically, as you can see, the home page is coming together. Let me also show you one other thing. When you do a button, you want to link it to a page like this. I want to link it to the About Us page. So I've not created the page, so I'm going to create the page. All right. So this is where you link. You just type in the address of the page. You had it there. So that's that. The same thing happens to all this. I'm going to link them to a services page. All right. I'm going to link this to a services page, and that's that. All right. That's that. I think another thing I want to add for this is I want to add a pricing page. Now, because I like the way this section of the page is done, I can just duplicate this as well. All right. And I can just drag it. All right. As a matter of fact, this is a section on its own. So, and I can just add pricing. Pricing. All right. Pricing, and I can just add I can add in this section I can add something that is like a 2 colon. All right, I can add a 2 colon image. So, and I can just do something very straightforward and easy. All right, I want to add a text. just to tell them about pricing. And I also want to just add I'll add an image here that I'll just talk to them about pricing. Alright, so basically that's that. And the next thing I want to do is I want to add another section here. And the reason I want to add the other section is he has what's the name, he specifically requests that I add something to the footer. That's yeah, he said he wanted something like this to be as a footnote for perfectly on all the pages. All right, so that's what I just want to add for him here. So this can then just be, this can be a text, but in this time around I can then make it can give it 100 across board. Alright, I can go back to this content and just add this content exactly what you wanted, and I can centralize them. Alright, now it's up to me how I want to go about it. Alright, I can decide to add it. I don't know what they call that in computer terms, but it's on the keyboard. It's close to, it's like upper beside your. Alright, and that's that. So as you can see, I can then give this a different type of color. Alright, I can give this a different type of color. What color should I give it? I can give it a green. Alright, I can just give them all green. Alright, I can give all the text green, a touch of green. I can give them green. Alright, basically another thing I want to add to this is I want to add a contact form. Alright, I want to add a contact form. Or okay, what I can do is I'll duplicate something like this. Okay, instead of duplicating, you see, that's creating. You keep thinking about what you want to create. Right, you create things. I want to just tell them something that, you know what, just in line with this, I want to say something like, I'll add a double colon as well. This time around I want the colon to have a header text, and I also want it to have a button. Let me just copy one of these buttons. So, and that button will be something that has to do with contact. This one, the button will just be contact. Contact me, something like that. So what I'm thinking of doing here, alright, so what I thought of is to just quickly, instead of putting it here, I want to say something that has to do with the services. So that's what I want to do with this. So I want to turn this one to have a background color of, let's say, something, alright, something like this. Alright, and the reason I want that to happen is because I want to do something here. I want to do something here. And what I want to do here is, because I wanted to speak to the services for a business that does not want any of these services but want a sort of accounting service. So I wanted to just, you know what, let him contact the business owner with something that is unique that he or she will like. Alright, so I can just turn it to white, and I can give it a 45. Alright, not sure which solution fits your business needs, contact now. So this one I can make it, can centralize it and turn it to contact now. Now this will then link to the contact page. I think you understand what I'm doing. So what I want to do with this, I want it to be a bit I want it to be a bit I want to give it like a 50 on the, okay, no, so this margin I want to do a margin of, let's say, 30. I want it to be above 30 and 30 beneath. Alright, okay, I don't think I need it on that, do I? I don't think I need it on that, so you can blend with the pricing. Alright, so that's it about that. Like I said, for every of your button you can link to the contact page, which we'll be designing soon. As you can see, so with this already, I've given you a very good understanding of how to design any kind of websites you want to design, basically. Alright, with Elementor Page Builder, with the theme I've given you, and you just link, and you get a beautiful website that you want. Okay, I want to put a price in. Sure, let me just add an image here for this person. Let me see if this image will work. All right. Okay, I think it will work. I just need to align it to the side, and then alright, let me just add this affordable. Alright, okay, affordable accounting services for all business. Contact us now for a review of your business and appropriate pricing. So what I want to just do is I will just add another button here. At the end of the day, on your site, something about websites is that it's made up of links. You want to give them action. You want them to take an action, basically. So you don't just want them to come to your website and not take action. You want them to take action. So you want them to take action. You want them to take action. So you want them to really take action. All right. I prefer if it's because I don't have enough content. If I have enough content to talk about the business, I will add them here. Alright, so basically that's that about that, and I've given them pricing information. So I can say practically the home page is done. All I want to then do is to just create other pages and then link to it. Alright, that's it, it's done. I think it would be good right now to see how our website looks like. Alright, to make a whole lot of sense. And you can see, so you can build a business website for yourself, a professional website, in a day, if you understand the step-by-step procedures that you need to follow. Alright, it's loading, so let's allow it to load. Allow it to load. Okay, so we have it here. Alright, so we have our services, we have this here, we have this here. Alright, and we have our pricing, and we have this here. So basically that's about the home page. Alright, so I've not really done mobile responsive test, but this is how it's going to look on mobile. I'll have to change some of this so that it looks nice. Alright, some other part of it looks nice. Like this, I'll need to modify it to make it look nice. Alright, so I'll be doing that. But first, I need to finish all the pages before I start mobile responsiveness, because your website must be mobile responsive. Alright, that's that. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is, before I do any other thing, I want to just go ahead and design the contact page. Alright, I want to go ahead and design the contact page. I want to design the contact page. So it's safe if I just do this. So I have set it to have this default 100 width. Disable. Okay, so I'm good to go. So I want to use my Elementor to design the contact page. You see how fast and how easy this thing is to design. Alright, Basically what I want to just do is I want to add an heading. This heading I can make it 800. As a matter of fact, I can make everything 800. Alright, so what I want to add here is this. So I want to add contacts. Alright, contacts info. Alright, so well, yeah, contact info. So you give it a black. That's what I plan to do. I give it a typo and I make it let's say 45. Alright, that makes sense. So the first thing I also want to do, I want to duplicate this to be a little lighter. Okay, I'll make it green. And I'll reduce the font size to about 25. Now what I want this to be is to send email. Alright, so this send email, I want to give them space. Alright, so the space I want to give this, okay, first let me give this space padding all around. Alright, let me just give it a 50 padding all around. Alright, so it's okay for this right now. So the next thing I'll do is I want to add a form. Alright, I want to customize a form that will work. The person sent me something. Let me just check out what he wants in terms of form. Alright, okay, so what he wants first name, he wants last name, he wants company, he wants email address. Basically all you want to do, you just want, so we'll start following all this so I can see what he wants here. I think I can see. Alright, he wants first name, wants last name, wants company, wants email, he wants phone number, and he wants subject. Okay, so this is it. This is name. So what I can just do is can add a label of first name. Alright, and I want it to also indicate in the field as first name. Alright, I want it required and I want it to have about 50. Alright, so we can maximize the space. The next, I can duplicate this since it's also a name field that I want to achieve. So this can then be last name. Alright, last name. Alright, and is also required. So that's that. So the next thing we want to achieve a telephone number. So we just add telephone number. Alright, so we want the person to have a phone number. Now we want it to also be required and we want it to be about 50%. Sorry, about 50%. Alright, so that's that. We can then drag it up. The next thing, I think the next thing he said, they wanted a company name. So let me just duplicate this name and add here company name. Alright, you see how easy it is to set up a form. Company name and company name. Alright, with that we have company name, telephone number. He also wants email address, which is very essential. It's very essential. So I can make the email to be 100%. Alright, can make the email to be 100%. Now he also wants subject. He wants subject, if I'm correct. He wants email address, he wants phone number, he wants subject, and he wants body of the message. Alright, which is what we can easily do. Instead of email here, we just select text. Alright, and we enter subject. He also wants it required, so I can leave it at 100. Alright, the reason is because they don't go email. And so the next thing is message, so which is okay for the guy, which is okay for this, and you want it to be required as well. Alright, so basically as you can see, it's done. The next thing I want to just do is to customize the button. Alright, is to customize the submit button. And now this submit button, I want to just send me an email. Alright, and I can centralize it, so you can see, and I can also just go ahead and customize the button to be the background color to have, just like we've been using, the button to be red. I can set up the hover effect to be, hover is what happens when you mouse over it. Alright, the background to be gray. Alright, now I can as well go ahead and set a border. I can make it single, and I can make the border, because the background of this is white, I can just make the border, let's see what happens if we decide to go light green. And we'll give it, okay, we've not given it a width, so let's give it a 3. It doesn't look good, right? It does not. It does not look good. So there's no point we bordering our head with a border, so I can clear it out. And that's it. But what I can do again is I can do a radius. Alright, I can do a radius of about 30, so it has a circle. Alright, and I can then go back to make the text about 20. Okay, send an email, send me an email. Alright, so as you can see, so the next thing is what happens when they click this send button. We want to customize the form in a way that we will be sent an email the moment, so which is the action, which is set to email. So you want to receive the email when it is sent. So I want to put the email address of the business. Alright, the business here. I want to put email address of the business here, and that's that. Basically, email address will be sent to this email address for the business, and that's it. And that's it. So one other thing I want to just quickly add is to add an office address. So what I can do is I can duplicate this. See how just it's as simple as that. As simple as that. So I can just say office address. Alright, so office address, what I want to just do is, depending, let me just see what he has as an office address. Okay, this is the information he has. Alright, let me just copy all this, and let me drag a text in here and let me paste it here. Alright, for further inquiries, send a message and I will respond as soon as possible. And they said you can contact me with these telephone numbers, and that's it. So what I just want to do, I can just leave it as it is. I can leave it as it is. I can just make it black, and I can just make them have a size of about 17, or I can make it 20, depending. Alright, so as it is, I can leave it at that. Alright, one other thing I can just do that I did initially for the home page, which is something I can easily do right now. So I can save, I want to have it across board where he said, where he had a payoff line. Pardon me please, I think I need to take small water. Alright, he had a payoff line here. Is it payoff line? Something at the bottom of each page. So what I can just do is I can save this template. Alright, I can save it and just call it footer. Alright, I can save it and call it a footer. Alright, and also I can just what else? I want to save some other things. Alright, let's just leave it for now. Alright, so let me refresh this. Make sure you save so you don't lose your work. I want to refresh so I'll be able to pick that template that I have just saved. Alright, so I can just insert it here. I'll go to my template and I'll look for footer. Oops. Okay, today is 24th. That's it. Okay. I'll say no so that it can just retain, and that's it. So you have it. All right. You have the contact page. You have that. So with these two pages, you can then design anything you want to design. All right. So this is a free information for you. All right. So that's that. So let me just quickly then link all the pages that needs to connect to the contact page, so you can see how that is done. All I need to just do is just copy this link, mouse over it, right click on it, copy link address. Then I will go back to my home page. Everywhere that I want them to link to learn more, like here, I can just come here and paste the link here and I will update. Similarly to this place, I can come here, paste the link here, and I will update. And I will update. It's as simple as that. Alright, so when I go back and view the website now, I should have a working contact page. I should have a working. Alright, so if I do contact now, it should take me straight to the contact page. Alright, this is contact info where I can send an email, and this is where there's a number for the office address. Alright, so that's that about that. So the next thing I want to do is the service page and the about page. All right, I'm going to create a service page and the about page. And there's one other thing I didn't show you when I was doing this. I should just quickly show you that. Is this menu, how I came about this menu here, how I was able to set it up and it can show. All right, because right now I'm about to add services pages. All right, I'm going to, okay, first what I want to do is I want to create a service page. All right, let me just create a service page so you can see what I'm trying to say. So I can do services, I can do services, all right, which is fine. Similarly, I just want to leave it at default template, but this place I want to turn it to 100% to it. I want to remove the title. All right, I do this because of the kind of design I want to achieve. All right, you can do something different. Let's assume you are doing a blog, you might want sidebars, but for me, I don't want a sidebar for the purpose of the design I'm doing for this business. All right, so that now that the page is created, now the menu that I was talking about, you can get it here. When you go to appearance, you just click on menu. All right, so this was the initial menu that I have set up. All right, this was the initial menu I have set up. Now I can add any page to the menu. Let's assume I want to have this services page, and I can add it straight to the menu. All right, and that's that. It's added. I can drag it, and that's that. So I have home, about us, services, and contact us, and that's that. So anything that I do in terms of services now, in terms of if I just need to save it. So anything, let me just refresh so you can see the effect. You will see now we have a services menu added. All right, fantastic. As you can see, we have it added. So what else? Basically that's that. All right, that's that basically. All right, that's about menu and things like that. All right, okay. So I have gone ahead to just complete most aspect of the website, so I can just show you how I finally did it. So I have linked this to the about me page, and I have also linked this to the services page. Now let me just show you the about me page first. I think this is it. This is what I did. It's just the same thing. Like I said, the moment you understand, I just laid it out, added double colon, I laid it out, add an image here, put the text here. So I added this same is just the same thing. If you check this, you just notice it's an icon. It's an icon. An icon, you can find it here. This is an icon. You can select different type. I gave it colors and I just did it. That's all. That's all. That is all that I did. All right. That's all that I did. And this is it. This is it. This is that. So I've linked most of the aspect of the page like this right now. I've linked it to the contact page. I have not linked this, so it will be good now that I can just show you. I've also edited the services page. Let me just quickly show you that. I've also edited the services page. So this is what you have right now. I've reduced the content, so I'm copying it. So I'm taking it straight to this page. This is the services. This is under the About Us page. So I imported all this under the About Us. There was a section where I talked about how to import all this. So, and I want to link to it. So I have created the link already, and I have linked it here. So I just want to copy the link here. I will show you shortly how I created all this link. Alright. So I will then go back to the About page. I want to be sure I'm on the About page because this services section is on the About page. So I just copy and paste. Alright. Let me go back as well to copy this. Alright. Then go back here because I had to reduce it so that it can look so I can go ahead and copy the link as well. Alright, so I can copy the link and put it here. Like I used to say, just ensure that you always save. So let me copy. I didn't change anything for this. The only thing I did was to add the link. I'll show you how I did the link now when I take you to the services page. Alright, basically that's all that I did for so that's the About page, and it's everything is synced, everything is fine. Let me update it now. That is for the About page. Let me take you to the services page. Let me take you straight to the services page. Alright, this is the services page. So this is what I did for the services. So I added a similar to everything. This is image, this is an heading, and this is the content. So I changed the, like I said, it's just creativity along the line. So I changed the display and stuff like that. Alright, now I can choose to give this a different background color if I want to. Alright, I can choose to give it a different background color. What I'll just do is just come here, look for a color, and give it a different color. Alright, changes nothing. Alright, can just decide to just, the idea is just to make it look a little different from the other ones. Alright, so there's a difference. Alright, so that's that. So, and that is that about the, every other link is working. So this is how I created the link that was linking to each of the segment, because this is what I did. What I did was to link each of the services section, as you have it here, to link directly to the page, to the section on the page. As you can see, it went straight, so it didn't go to the beginning and start. So how I did that was to use a class ID. Let me just show you how to quickly do that. So if you click on any of the section and you go to the advanced, you can, if you click on any of the sections, and you go to advanced, you can then set an ID. So this will be a unique link on the page. That's just how to do it. I don't want to go into the technical details. Just it's the same thing for all of them, which is what I did for all of them. I added an ID for each. Right? Added an ID for each of these sections. So when I was linking to it, remember when I was linking to it, what I did was to take the parent link, which is this, right, slash the page link, which is this, slash, I need to then add a £. That is how you call a class with a link with CSS. All right, that's technical, but that's how you just do it, and to link directly to that page on your website. And that's that about that. So let me just, I have saved most of the part of the website, and this is the about, this is the services, and this is the, this is the home page, right? And I also did one other thing. I decided to just make the background of this section a little darker, all right, which is what I did here. All right, so I added just to make it come out alive a little more. All right, so you can show easily when you view it. At least it can be easy on the eyes. All right, so basically that is that. So then let me just quickly show you. So to see that the website is, so all I need to just do now is to send it to the client for review, and the client will review it, and it will come back to me, and I will then do whatsoever final modification that is required on the website. All right, basically. So the next thing I want to do is just let me quickly show you how I will do mobile responsiveness. All right, mobile responsiveness. And mobile responsiveness is that on each of the pages you then come here, down here, and you select mobile view. Now mobile view, you want to make sure the modern part of your information is showing. So what you really want to just do is, probably you might just need to reduce the sizes. I can reduce this to about 35. I can reduce this to about 25. All right, and I can leave this because it's not that bad. All right, but ideally what you want to really do is to make sure that your action button is showing. All right, your action button is showing without scrolling anywhere. You want to make sure your action button is showing. All right, which is what I have achieved with this mobile view. All right, which is what I have achieved with the mobile view. So next I want to adjust this. What I want to just do to this basically is to adjust the size of this thing. All right, so to adjust the size, I can just take it down to 25. Another thing that I notice about this is that I can come here and tell it to be this. All right, so that it doesn't have any padding, but because I don't want it to be too close, but it's mobile, at the end of it I don't want it to be too close as well. I can go back and still give it a padding at the top of just 30. This is the mobile view. I give it 50. This is the mobile view. I still want to reduce the size of this font. I can just go back and go ahead and reduce it. Okay, can go ahead and reduce it, and as you can see, you see the auto font too. I can go ahead and just reduce it. All right, and that's that about that. And that's that about this. I have gone ahead and I've reduced it. All right, so services, I think is okay the way it is. I don't need to reduce anything. I think these are also good the way they are, but it's good on the high the way they are, and the button is also okay, but you can choose to want to reduce it. This I can also reduce the size to just say about 30 or say about 35 depending, and this is doing the same thing. This is okay as it is. Can reduce this to say 25. All right, because you want it to be good with mobile response, and this is okay as it is. The partners that I added, and this I want to also just remove every form of padding that is here, and I can then go ahead, as you can see, you can go ahead and just add the padding size that I want for the top. All right, and let's say I want something for the bottom as well. All right, so and that's that. I don't want it to be too small. If I want it to be too small, I can go ahead and reduce the font size. All right, I can go ahead and reduce the font size of this element. Let's just reduce it to 25 for mobile view. All right, so as you can see, is so basically that's how I will do mobile responsiveness. So if I go back and I decide to refresh this, and I want to just see how it's going to look on the mobile devices, I'll just refresh it, and then alright, I'll refresh it, and let's say it's going to come out on the mobile device. Alright, it's coming up basically, and that is that. Okay, this is the services page. That's not the one we modify, it's the home page that we modify. So basically you can see, alright, you can see how it's going to look on mobile device, which is what you want. You want your information to display properly on the mobile. So that is a wrap on the website design video. So you can see you can build any beautiful website in less than 1 hour or few hours. Alright, so max 2-3 hours, you are done with the website. if you follow this guide, obviously. All right, thank you very much for staying true. Thank you. And if you need to contact me, you can send me email. All right, as you can see on the page you're watching this video, and you can give me a phone call if you need any support and any help. All right, thank you very much. All right, bye bye, see you some other time.